Hey guys, welcome back to the next episode of Minecraft. Alright, so today is the day. This is a very create heavy episode. We are going to fill this room. This area is dedicated to our power generator. What I've got going on here is multiple platforms, and we're going to be building 4 generators, and hopefully with these 4 generators we will be able to produce more power than what we're going to need for the rest of this series. At least that's the plan. And we'll have ability to upgrade it for future expansions as well. Now, the thing that we're going to be using to make this power is going to be steam power. If you check it out right here on the JEI, we've got the steam generators for the create mod. Now these engines, they can produce a massive amount of power, and all they need is fuel for the blaze burners and water, and that produces rotational force. And these things can handle quite a bit. They've got a higher capacity than things like windmills and water mills. This is probably going to be the way to go for us. Now we're not just going to be building one of these, we're going to be building 4 and upgrading them to, I think like it's level 6. And in the future, we have the option of supercharging our blaze burners to get even more power out of it. So I'm real excited to get started on this. And hopefully, once we are done with that, we can start tackling our sorting system. Like I mentioned before, I want to make sure every single one of these items are automatically sorted, so that way all I have to do is toss a bunch of junk into one chest and it'll all get sent to the right chest. Now, in order to do something like that, you're going to need a lot of mechanical arms, because those can be used to sort things through all these chests. And those mechanical arms, they take a bit of power. So I want to make sure that we've got enough power to handle that. And that way I can get rid of all of this mess here that's running through my base. This is ugly. This is not going to be permanent. So, which means I can delete all the water wheels that are way over here. And by deleting all this junk right here, then we can build all the buildings that need to go right here as well, and just kind of clean up the colony and whatnot. Now, before we get started over there, we got this finalized. So this thing should be a bottomless... Oh, I need to put my glasses on. Here we go. And there we go. Bottomless supply. It took some finesse to get this thing to work without sucking up all the lava pockets here, but unfortunately it's got to be in that position for it to work, because we have to drop the hose all the way down to the bottom for it to work properly. But yeah, it's there, it's working, and we've got a bottomless supply of lava, which I filled up this tank. I don't know why, but at least we got some lava ready to go. And this is actually what's going to be feeding all of our steam engines over here. So we basically have unlimited fuel with that, which is nice. Alright, so we got some items in this chest to get started here. These items probably are not everything, but at least it's a bit of a start. I'm going to go ahead and grab a few things here, and yeah, let's get going. So I'm going to start out by digging all this out. I just had that there as kind of a marker. And now we can start running pipe. Now these pipes are going to be what feeds in all the lava. Now, if you're playing regular old create, you can't use this method. You would have to basically use a mechanical arm to feed lava buckets into these blaze burners. However, we are using the create crafts and additions mod, which allows us to use these straws. Now these straws, basically you click on there and these blaze burners get like these little soda bottle hats, and you can pump lava directly into them that way, or the biodiesel or whatever fuel that you're using. I just like it better this way. It's a little easier to do it this way instead of with the mechanical arm and the buckets. It could get a little annoying dealing with the empty buckets too. So I'm going to go with this route with the create crafts and additions mod. All right, we're just going to plop these down here. underneath, I'm going to put some pumps just to make sure that they've got full capacity here. Here we go, and there we go. And then just pipe it all up. Okay, I'm thinking that's pretty good. Now I do want to get rid of this tank. It's kind of in the way, so let me shut off power here first. And let's just get rid of this. Yeah, basically we're deleting all these thousands of buckets of lava, but it's okay. We've got unlimited lava right now. There we go. I could probably get rid of all this power. It's no longer necessary. We have more power than we could ever use. And now I'm just going to add like a buffer tank right here, just in case we start to use way too much lava. Then with this hose pulley can pump, we've got a little bit of a buffer right there. That goes down several blocks. Yeah, I think that's good. And then we'll take from the buffer tank going this way to feed up all of these. Okay. I'm going to have to add a pump here too. Now, I'm going to add on, let's add on these tanks here. Okay, I'm going to go about 3 high just to start for now, just so I could show you what's going on. And some steam engines. Okay, that turns it into a boiler. And we're going to need some shafts to get those all connected. Oh, that is so creepy. There's like a fox out there and he keeps like screaming and it always creeps me out because it's just a weird sound. Okay, so the boiler is going to depend on 3 factors: size, water, and heat. Right now we've got one little tick on our heat because the blaze burners do put out a little bit of heat just naturally. However, we have nothing on our water, so we need to solve the water situation. All right, there we go. We've got an infinite pool of water. I'm going to run these pipes out just a little bit. Okay, so we got the pumps on. I'm going to put these pointing down, and then of course they're going to connect to each other. So what I normally do is I make this one see-through, and then that puts all three of them down like that. But you can make them all see-through if you want. So this is an infinite pool of water. This is going to draw from the middle and keep sucking up from the middle, and it's just going to get replenished by the outsides. That should be all working and should be good. Now the tricky part is to get this thing kind of jump started. We need to get a little bit of water in there just to get started. I wonder if a lever is enough to jump start this thing. Nope. I need to build a bigger generator just to jump it. All right, so we got some water wheels set up here. This should be way more than enough power to jump start our pumps here. And I just ran power, I just connected it, went underneath this pillar and up to here. I mean, looking at that shaft is a little ugly. Let me show you a cool little trick you can use to hide these ugly shafts. You can just take an andesite casing and click it right there. There you go. Now it's kind of hidden a little bit, so that's good. And it doesn't use the casing either. So that's even better. And then what we can do is we can click this here and click this here, and there we go. We should be jump started. It's not fast, but oh, we're getting some water in there. Maybe I might need to speed this up a little bit. We'll see. In the meantime, I'm going to take this casing and cover that up a little bit too. You could cover the small cogs as well. Yeah, this isn't working. Let me speed it up a little bit. I'm going to go back down here, see if we can gear it up a little. If you're a little tight on space like I am right here, and you're trying to put a small cog here, but it's not because it's connecting to the fast one and the slow one, what you can do is take this casing and put it right there, and that's going to block off this little cog from connecting to that one. So that's a little trick right there, just when you're low on space. Alright, so we got it geared up just a little bit faster. It's not quite at full speed, but it's probably 2 or 3 times faster than what it was. Alright, moment of truth. Let's click that there. There we go. The powerhouse. Sweet. Oh, look at that. Look at all that water we're pumping in there. Okay, so our size is still pretty small. It could be better. Water is really good, and heat is very low. Okay, and then our engine's already moving. Once we get this thing going at full speed, what we could do is we can connect power up to that, send it back over here, and have the generator actually power its own water pumps. Now we need to make another thing. So in order for those blaze burners to actually collect lava, you need to give them a straw from the Creates Crafts and Additions mod. Now, I know the straw is going to take a certain recipe to make. I think it takes a special item. Let's see. The straw is going to... Oh, yeah, it's going to take this thing. A rolling pin? A roller? Rolling mill. So we need to toss bamboo into a rolling mill. How do I make a rolling mill? Oops. Okay, 2 flat sheets, some shafts, some alloys, and a casing. Easy. Well, we got a rolling mill. Let's see. How do we connect... Okay. But is that simple? Does it hurt? No. How do I use this thing? Do I just toss? Oh, I toss it on top. And what does it do? Does it just poop it out the side? Let's toss all of that. I'm guessing it's done when the green particles are all gone. I think we're all done. So I think it's like the little millstone where you gotta right click. Yeah, you gotta right click to pick it up. Okay, that's a lot of straws. That's way more than what we need. I shouldn't have done a full stack. Alright, now with the straws, what you gotta do is just right click on all the blaze burners and they'll get that little soda bottle hat. Just like that. Now he can drink the lava. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and click away. Huh, I might have found a glitch. Did I start with 4 stacks in the beginning? Let me place these back down. Got 2... Yeah, so I gained some when I deleted them, but when I use it, I don't lose the straw. Interesting. Okay, well I found a glitch. I'm not actually consuming the straws, but I could get them back when I break the burners. Look at that. Well, I guess I really didn't need 64. Yeah. Okay. That's fine by me. I'll probably never use these straws again. Alright, so we've got water. We've got those blaze burners able to suck up lava. And we've got a pretty good size on our burner. Next, we just need to fuel them all. Okay, I've got that powered. Now I just need to run power over here. Oh, I need to get power all the way over here so that way I can fill up this tank. Okay, with this last shaft here, we should start getting power to the pumps. Oh, we got lava flowing. Ooh, the blaze burners are lighting. Perfect. There we go. And there's our power. Look at all of them. They're all lighting up. These are lighting up. Those are lighting up. Oh, yeah. Heat is good. Water is good. Now the size is what is the limiting factor here. And you can see the steam engines are running. So each one of these things are producing 16,384 stress units. This entire tank is capable of doing 98,000 stress units. And we haven't even upgraded it yet. This thing, we can get this thing pumping. Let's see, how's the lava doing? Lava should be filling up in this storage tank here. It's still flowing. I want to make sure this is still a bottomless pit and we're not stealing lava anywhere. Nope, we are all good. Bottomless pit is still working. Oh, I forgot there's an inventory in each blaze burner. They can hold a certain amount of fluid, so it's got to fill up all the fluid before it can start filling up our buffer tank. Okay, well that's filling up. I'm going to extend the size until either our heat or our water can't handle it. So one more level. We're at level 9. Size is about equal with heat. So I have a choice. Even if I was to increase my size, let's increase it one more time. Yeah, so I increased my size, but now my heat is a limiting factor. So I'm still stuck at level 9, even though I have enough of these fluid tanks to get it up to level 10 or something. So there's no point in going this tall with it. We might as well get rid of this top layer. Yeah, still at level 9. So this is going to be the max size of it until we can figure out how to either get these blaze burners to burn hotter or... yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, it is going to be until we get these blaze burners to burn hotter. Then we can increase the size again. Now, at a level 9 boiler, you are capable of putting 9 of these generators. So the amount of generators is directly related to how big your boiler is. So if you have more of these generators than what your boiler size is, say I have like, I don't know, 10 or 11 of these generators, each generator will actually put out a lower amount of stress units. So we need to actually get all 9 of these hooked up here to get full power. Remember, each one of these are doing 16,000. Okay, all 9 are set up. Each one's doing over 16,000, so I should be getting the full 147,456 stress units for all 9 engines combined. Good. That is good. That's a lot of power. That's more power than we've produced so far than we could probably ever produce with water wheels. We would have to put in so many water wheels that it wouldn't even be worth it. Alright, I am super happy with that. Now, what we need to do... okay, looks like all these blaze burners are all about full. Yeah, they're all just about full. So, this thing should be filling up now. Yes, it's filling up. So there goes our buffer. That's good. Good. We still need to connect these blaze burners over here and build tanks. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of this, and we'll be right back. There we go. All right. Look at this thing go. It's super loud and noisy, but this is a lot of power. All this is working too. Yup. Like it. So, with this thing running like this, we can have it power itself. All we have to do is put this here, run a shaft all the way back here, and I can just delete this stuff for now. There we go. Now it's officially self-powering itself. These water wheels are no longer connected to it. It is running its own pump, and it's feeding its own lava. So that is a closed system now. Now I bet you're wondering how much power we're actually getting off of these 4 engines. So I'm going to use this encased chain drive and link all this up. And then I'm going to run a stressometer there. Alright, let's see what we got. 586,752 stress units. That is a lot of power capacity. That means we can run this thing. We could run a lot of stuff on this thing. And yeah, I don't think we're going to be running out of this for a good while. My plans are to eventually run out of this power. This whole place is going to be filled with machines, and my goal is for some time in this series for this to not be enough, and for us to upgrade these blaze burners to get even more power. But for now, this is way more than what we need, and we can officially delete all this junk. All this stuff can go, all of it, including all the water wheels that are in the colony and all that junk that's out there too. Now the next project is going to be operating the storage system. Now the storage system, like I said, it's going to eat up a lot of power, and we're going to need, let's see, where are they? We're going to need a ton of mechanical arms. Now in addition to the mechanical arms, we're going to need a lot of brass funnels too. So these brass funnels, they're going to be plopped down like that. So you got to hold shift and click, or else the arrow's going to face the other way, and then it's going to start dropping all the items out. So we got to just, yeah, like that, and just fill up every single one of these chests with these stupid brass funnels. It's going to take a while. And then we still got to set our filters too. Okay, so we got some of these set up. Now, the problem with these mechanical arms is they tend to have a limited range. Now, if I was to select, let's select, come on, reach, reach, there we go. That one, that one, two, three, four, five, six. So I've got six of them selected. Let's say if I was to place it down here. Two of them are not reaching, which means it's going to be, I can't get the right angle here. Yeah, it's going to be those top two. So only four out of six are being reached, which means we need to raise this thing up. So if I was to raise this thing up to here, can I reach? Yeah, I should be able to reach that. Let's see if I can get everything. Now I want it to sort out basically 4 rows of chests. So these 2 rows. And these 2 rows. All right, I hope that can do everything. Let's plop this thing down. Ooh, it got all 26. Okay, so that's good. Okay, we still need to put the input as well, so I'm going to leave that there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to go up 4 blocks. Now, this one sorter can do all of these chests, all 26 of those. So essentially, I don't need to put another sorter here. I could put another one here, and it's going to reach all 26 of these chests. And then I could put another one over here and that'll reach those. But I'm probably going to put it at every pillar and kind of overlap their sorting a little bit, because when there's a lot going on and these arms are going and grabbing and moving 100 miles an hour, sometimes they can miss stuff if they've got too many chests to sort. So I'll probably end up setting up like 1, 2, 3, 4 of them to sort all these chests, and then another 4 on the other side to sort all those chests. All right, but before we get into all of that, I need to make up a way for the items to pass by the arms and to essentially be presented to the arms to be sorted. We got some of the conveyor belts in. This is where the items are going to travel. They're going to go this way, and all the mechanical arms that are placed right on top of this pillar here should just grab from all the belts and just input it where they need to go. Now, how they get to the belts, what we're basically going to be able to do, I'm going to make that open. This chest right here, you drop all your junk into this chest. It goes down those 2 chutes. I could probably change those out to be smart chutes just so they can handle more items, but whatever. I'm not worried about the amount of items. They're going to drop it into this buffer chest, and from that buffer chest, it'll get spat out onto this conveyor and plopped into here. We're going to put an encased fan right here blowing air upwards, and any items that get into the chute will be blown up by the fan all the way into this chest. So we've got another buffer chest here, and then items will slowly just get plopped out onto the conveyor belt and go down the ride until the mechanical arm decides, hey, this item belongs into this chest over here, and then it picks it up and sticks it into the chest. Now the idea is for them to go all the way around over to here. They're going to drop down, go underground, and then come back on this side, and then we're going to do the same thing to all these chests on this side. Oh, that's a big pit. I didn't even know it was there. They're going to go down the ride along all of these chests, and once they reach the end, every item that did not get sorted will go into these 3 final chests, which are unmarked. And these chests are going to be kind of like an overflow slash unsorted sort of a area. That way, if we put something in here that I forgot to set a filter for, and it doesn't just go somewhere and rots, it goes into these buffer chests. And every once in a while I'll have to come in here and be like, oh, I forgot to set a filter for dough, and I'll have to go over there, set the filter, so that way no more dough will come in here. But anyway, that's going to be the sorting system. Now I just got to build it, and setting all the filters gets a little tedious, but we'll more about that later. I need to get power over here all the way from over there. And we can't forget we have a giant lava pocket in the way, so we can't just take it straight across. I gotta go around the lava pocket, around over here, and hook it up to here. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the next project. Let's get some power over here. All right, so things are a little better planned out here. I've got pillars for each of my mechanical arms set up, and I actually had to move my belt out one block just to make things fit a little better. This is looking pretty clean. I'm happy with this. I connected up power. I ran it all the way over there and all the way to the furnace engines, and yeah, we got it connected here, but unfortunately our belt is going the wrong way, so we need to reverse that rotation just a little bit. Nice thing about these gearboxes is they actually reverse the rotation every time you send power through them. So I'm going to put this one right here. That should reverse all that. Now the belt is going the correct way, and all of these are going the correct way. Now the problem is that mechanical arm is going to be incredibly slow. All of this is super slow. I need to speed this up a little bit. Now we got a new item here I want to show off. Alright, this is where we have the power coming down from the engines to move underground. I'm going to stop all this for a second, and I'm going to show off the rotational speed controller. This thing, yeah. This thing, all it does is it takes power, any type of power, and you can change the speed of it. So that way you don't have to chain gears to make a different speed. So I've got the speed going at this. Okay, I've got this going at the speed of the engines. That's fine. And it's outputting at 16 rotations per minute. See how slow that is? I can take this and I can increase it all the way up to 256. Now look at that one going. That one's going 256, and then this one's still going at whatever speed it was before. All right, that's good. That's good. Now I just need to connect it right here and get a shaft, and there we go. Max speed all the way through. That's it. That's all you need just to change it from that speed to max speed. These rotational speed controllers, they are a little expensive, so you do need a precision mechanism to make it happen. I mean, it's only 2 items, but that precision mechanism is a little pricey. There we go. We're going at full speed now. I want all of these arms to run at full speed, just so that way they move the quickest. They're gonna grab an item, toss it in, grab an item, toss it in, instead of slowly grabbing an item and slowly putting it in. Max speed is best speed. However, having this belt at max speed, if there's a lot of items going through, this arm isn't going to be able to grab all the items off the belt. So we need to have this belt going a little bit slower than max speed. So that's going to be a little trickier, which means I need to grab power off of this thing here. I've got my encased chain drives here, so I can transfer power all the way over to here. Let's put on this rotational speed controller. Then we can put on the cogwheel. Now the nice thing about these rotational speed controllers is you can input power from the bottom and change it for the top, or you can input power from the top and change it for the bottom. Doesn't matter which way. Alright, I don't know exactly what speed I want. Let's try 64. That might be too fast. Looks like it's spinning the right way, so I'm just going to put that there and use my chain drives all the way up. Should work. There we go. That might actually be too fast for the belt. I don't know until I start tossing items in there, and I'll slow it down whenever these things start to miss items. But let's go with 64 for now and hope that that's good enough. Now what I'm going to do is copy all of this and paste it onto the other side. So we will be right back. Not sure if you guys have ever seen the power of these fans, but woo! They make good elevators too, if you can survive the fall. Yeah, this is what's going to transfer our items upwards. We also have to do another one on the other side at the entryway as well. Yeah, you can actually stay in them and they'll keep you pretty high up. It's pretty cool. So you got to get down. There we go. We got this side all connected and set up. Looking pretty good. And then of course we got the two different power sources going. Well, not power sources, but speeds going in here. The max speed there, and then the slower speed up here. And then all this is connected, so the items should be able to just to transfer right through there. Oh, I forgot. I need to put another funnel down there. 1 second. There we go. So items can go into there, up there, and over there. And over here, it should just simply just drop down this little chute here and land there. Okay, this is all going. This is working. Looks good. I got my fan over here, so items are going to get transferred up there. That's set. Okay, this is all good. This is all ready to go. Now, if I was to actually toss items in here, this mechanical arm's just going to stick it into random chests. What we need to do is set our filters. So filters are set from these list filters right here, and they're made very cheaply, so we can get quite a few of them. And basically you're going to have to set up what items you want to allow to go through that or to not allow. Let me make a few of those to show you what I mean. Alright, so we've got a list filter here, and this is what it comes up with. So you've got options here to deny. I could choose to deny these certain items, so I could list a bunch of items up here. So I want to like put like nuggets or something. I could say I want to deny nuggets and allow everything else. Or I could do allow it, so only nuggets can go through here. Then there's like options to like respect or ignore certain data, and that's things like durability and other stuff. It gets a little into it there. Now here's what we gotta do. We gotta go to every single chest, figure out what we're storing in the chest. So I believe these two bottom chests are going to be with stone type of stuff. Now you can either grab the item, like at least one of each item, stick it in your inventory and click here to put it there, or you can actually use JEI, and that's a nice little shortcut to do this. So I'm just gonna store stone type of stuff, like let's see. I'm gonna do stairs, so I could drag that into there. I can do half slabs, and I think that's gonna be about it. You know what? I should probably make 2 of these. So I'm gonna click accept for that one, and I'll probably make a second one as well. Stone, slab, and stairs. Okay, so we got 2 set. So I'm going to set that for this one, and I'm going to set that for this one. Just like on the front here, I've allocated 2 of these chests to be for stone. And that's what I did on the back, which means the mechanical arm is going to respect the filter, and every time an item comes by, it's going to think, okay, do I have an output slot? If not, it lets it pass by. If it does, then it'll stick it into its appropriate chest if it fits there. Now I've got to follow that pattern for all of these chests. All of them. And on the other side too. There's like, I don't know, like 100 chests here. And not all of them I have marked, so I'm going to have to go up here and fight the current of this belt a little bit. You can hold shift and that'll keep you still, but when you're setting your filter, you can't really hold shift. And yeah, it's going to be a little difficult. So like this, oh, I'm not even going to get into that one yet. Okay, like this one might be a little easy. I'm going to get myself a filter. So we want granite type of stuff. Okay, I've got granite. I'm not going to sort all of this junk here because this is all like create items, and I'm probably never going to create this stuff. If I do, I can always come back and reset the filter and change it a little bit. But I'm gonna sort just the basics, the polished and the regular type of stuff. That's all I'm gonna sort. Okay, click that and stick it in there. Okay, now rinse and repeat 10,156 times. There we go. All filters have been set. Oh, this took a while. A lot of filters, Now, for more difficult things, like, let's take concrete powder, for instance. There's 16 concrete powders, and then there's 16 of the concrete. So what I had to do is I would have to get a reference here. So you would take a reference, so I'm going to take concrete and I'm going to put it right here in this, and I put it into this attribute filter. And with the attribute filter, you can select certain characteristics of it. So I chose is tagged Minecolonies concrete. So Minecolonies had a specific tag for concrete. So I chose that, right? Okay. Now I took another attribute filter, and I put in a powder as reference, and we chose Minecolonies concrete powder. So I checked that, and then what I did is I took a regular list filter. I stuck both of these attributes into it. Let's ignore all that. There we go. I stuck both of those attributes into it, and that basically created a filter for this chest right up here, which is concrete powder, and it's only going to take the powdered form and the concrete form. So knowing all that, that's how we did all of these chests. For all the chests that are unallocated, what I had to do is I took a list filter, and instead of having it checked off on the allow, I would check off the deny. So that means it's denying just everything. And I go ahead, check that, and put that set as the filter. So all of these are just denying everything until I figure out what exactly I want to put in them. Then I could just go back there and change whatever I want it to be. Okay, all the mechanical arms are put on and should be working. All the filters are on. I think we're ready to test out. Let's start with something simple. Start with some tough. Now, it's going to go into this chest here. I'm going to stick it in there, and let's watch it go. Oh, it's already getting grabbed. Oh, it got grabbed before I could even get up here. Man, that was fast. Okay, that was working. Let's try something a little over here. Rotten flesh. We don't have any other rotten flesh in there, so this will be a good test. Okay, we stick it in this chest, goes down. Let's see if I can quickly get up here. There it goes. It's on the conveyor belt already. Ah, I can't jump. Oh, there it goes. It's moving fast. Okay. There it goes. Speed of light. And it's going up. And the mechanical arm already grabbed it. See how fast this thing is? It's crazy. And there it is. Perfect. Okay, let's give it a much heavier test. Let's send some diamonds down the line, because that's about at the very, very end. I'm going to stick those in here. Let's quickly jump up here and see. There we go. Yeah, it gets splits up into different stacks because of the chutes. They drop it in like stacks of like 15 or sorry. They drop them in stacks of like 16 or 32 or something like that. Okay, there goes the diamonds. This arm over here should grab it. There we go. And there we go. Puts it right into the bottom chest. Perfect. Okay, that's good. Now, I kind of want to stress test this thing a little bit. Alright, here we are with a bunch of cobbled deep slate. I'm going to see if I could kind of overwhelm it a little bit. Hopefully not. Alright, here we go. Should be this bottom chest right here. We could stick that in there. It's all dropping in nice and good. This arm's going crazy. Okay, it's not keeping up. They're starting to get past a little bit, but I think we're fine. We're fine. Oh, look, that arm over there is helping out occasionally. That's why we overlap. I think this is good. No, I think this is... Oh, that was perfect. It did all of it. So it sorted all of that out. Yeah, that's perfect. That's why we overlap. Which chest was it? Oh, it was this one. Okay. So I've got 2 chests allocated for it, so it's probably just going to kind of split between both of them and stick them into both of those. Okay, that worked out good. I'm real happy with that. Yeah, I was worried that I would have to slow down the belts a little bit. I have the belts set to 45. I had them at 64 a bit earlier, but that seemed too fast, so I'm glad I brought it down to 45. That just barely kept up with it. Let's give it a little bit of harder of a test. I'm going to go around and pick up just a random bits of junk kind of everywhere out throughout the colony, and let's see what it can do. Alright, here's all the junk we have. Bunch of random stuff. So this is what this machine is for. Just open one chest and toss all your junk in it. That's what I want. I can already see it's grabbing some of it. That's good. Okay, it already sorted out all the sand. We've got some create items moving through here. I've got an attribute filter. Actually, I got 3 of them sorting out the create items. So the create items are going to kind of get sorted between 3 different chests. I could kind of fine-tune it a little bit more, but I didn't want to go through the trouble. Oh, that one's going through. Okay, that's not good. Redstone got it. Oh, some of our create items are not getting sorted. The amethyst isn't getting sorted. Okay. I'm going to have to fix the create stuff. I know it's supposed to go right here. And then we've got our overflow chests, which are right about here. So here comes all the items. I had to do it with hoppers, just the way it was set up. I probably could have done it with create, but hoppers are fine. It's not a big deal to me. But yeah, anything that doesn't get sorted goes into these. So I've got a little bit of fixing to do with the create items. There is one last thing I want to check, and that's going to be this stress meter. Alright, we are using 1% of the total capacity that this thing uses. Let's see, we've got remaining capacity 581,632 out of 589,824. Okay, so we're using about, let's say about 8,000 stress units. Now, I want to take that and put it over here and see how much power we're actually making with all those water wheels. Yeah, this should be all connected to the water wheel system. Alright, so we're using... The water wheel system comes up with 29,000 stress units total, and we're using 9 for all the junk that's still attached to it. Okay. I guess we could have ran our entire storage system off of those water wheels. But still not feasible for all the other projects we're going to be doing. Anyway, let me plop this down right here and keep that there just so we can keep an eye on how much power we're using. I'm happy that the mechanical sorters did not have that high of an impact on it. Alrighty, well, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode so far. We got our power generator up and running and our item sorting system over there for our storage area. Now, by having these 2 things done, that's going to allow us to really hit the ground running. Anytime we make something, I could just toss a bunch of junk into the chest and have it sorted out automatically. And now we don't have to worry about power for a long time. I know it's kind of a waste having that much power, but I mean, we've got unlimited fuel right here, and now we've got almost unlimited power with that thing going. Once we do eventually run out of power, we will upgrade that system to handle more. So with power and storage and fuel all taken care of, we're going to start making some big progress coming up. But anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed so far. If you have, please leave a like and a subscribe. I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.